Hello, this is Seemownay. Today I wanted to share with you my JibunTecho for 2019. I have set it up and filmed along some of the parts, but I wanted to share it with you just as a flip through, as I have lost most of the footage that I had actually been filming. I probably deleted it without transferring it onto my computer. So let's just get into this first. This is the cover. It is a dark blue. It looks black from the outside. You can see that it's blue from the inside. I have this die cut that I printed on photo paper from Love Cynthia in this front pocket. And then I have the idea book tucked into the slit on the front. And then I have these pockets here. And then here is my planner book. And then the back pocket is empty. And then I also have this writing board, pencil board. So, Stachiki, I think. But doesn't matter. Don't have to say it in Japanese if I don't know what it's called. In this idea book, I keep lists and things that I need for my daily planning. And I have in that front pocket, I have my weekly planning routine that I had made for my pocket planner. And I just cut the holes off here and stuck it right in here. I didn't want to stick it into the book because I can take it out and just go along each step every week when I'm planning. I cut my Cocoa Daisy stickers subscription apart, and these stickers are stickers that I usually use in my planner, and so I just tuck them right in here. I'm showing you this insert first. This is the index. Usually I have an index in all of my list books, and so this one has one too. I counted the pages. There is 80 pages. One page makes an index for 30 pages, and so I needed 3. So I have room for 90 pages, which will be definitely be enough for 40. I started this by adding the December 2018 block schedule for Cocoa Daisy. I have phone numbers for schools right here. Here is my grocery guide that I use to make my weekly shopping list. I have all of my meals that we love to cook and eat put on here. They are divided into the side dishes that we use to eat with them. And I didn't transfer this into my Rhodia notebook, which I used these past couple of months as while this wasn't ready yet. And so I realized how much I missed it. I had it written out for my pocket rings. I realized how much I missed it, and so I made sure to enter this in here. I put down a sticky note right here for meals that we want to try and see if we want to add them to our regular meals. And then there is not many lists in here yet. The only thing I have here is the December Mini Daisy Dory. It's the title. Once I set up my December Mini Daisy Dory and I know how many blank pages I have left to add photos and journaling, I will then let me show you, sketch out the pages, and then when I pick my photos, distribute these photos to the pages, and so I know how much more space I have to fill. Before I started setting this up, I made a list of things I wanted to include into my JibunTecho. It was the weekly planning routine, which is right here. I showed you that. Then the blog schedule and planner challenge. The blog schedule I showed you. I will show you the planner challenge. Spending tracker goals, brain dump, our needed spaces for these things, reoccurring tasks, grocery guide. I have that in this one. The meals I have in here. The mini Daisy Dory planning sheet is in here. Ideas for presents, a wish list, and school info. School info is in here. And now let's move on to the planner. I stuck down this postcard that I received in an order from See Amy Draw on this front page. I put down my name here. And then the beginning are several instruction pages here. There is an overview of the months of 2019, 18, and 20. This I will use for vacation, holidays, things that I know that will happen, and for pre-planning. I haven't filled this one out yet, but I will soon once I know exactly how I want to do it, if I just use lines or stuff like that. Then again, there is an age chart. This one is my dream. I still need to look up, there isn't a website where this is translated. I guess these are the months, and maybe this is your intentions and how it came out. I don't really know if this is something that I will fill out. Maybe this could be my goals, but I realized that I need the things that I want to do on as little pages as possible, so that I will make sure that I actually look at the pages. So this might not be used for that. I covered up the money page that is underneath here with paper, and decided to use this for my reoccurring task list. I have things like decalcify coffee machine, clean the dishwasher, change the kitchen towels, and not towels, the sponge, change my water filter, get my car clean, things that don't occur on a regular, well, they occur on a regular basis, but not on a weekly basis. I put down here, and so I can check them off when I do them during the month. And then I went from monthly to bi-monthly to less than, not as often, so that when I go through this list, I remember that these are things that I want to do irregularly throughout the year, maybe every 3 months. And once I start January, I will mark these with colored dots, so I remember which month I want or need to do these things. I really like that I was able to reuse this money page. It works really great for these reoccurring tasks, and this idea for the design and layout of this I took from Peanuts Planner Co., who has a lot of very thought out printables on the internet. And if you are in a different kind of planner, definitely go and check her out. She has amazing stuff. This is a template, like something that you could do as a weekly plan that for reoccurring things. I did not use this yet. There is a map of Japan. I'm not using this yet. And if I probably would just use the grid in the background as for notes and such. Favorite phrases. I will definitely use this to write down my quotes. Don't have any yet. Here is another thing that I covered up. I don't even remember what it was, and put down my wish list. Don't have very many wishes right now. I'm definitely going to use this for books that I read. I'm not reading a book right now. Movie list. Gifts received. I haven't gotten any yet, but this is what I'm going to do, and thank you note and such. And then I will use this for gifts given and ideas. And I just put the name of my family member right here and what I'm thinking of for them. I usually jot down ideas throughout the year, so this page is definitely a great page to use for that. I haven't written down anything on this promise list or repurposed this list yet. Same with this blank page. And then I will be using this tracker as a budget or spending tracker, and I will just put down where I spent the money and then write the sum on the date here. And this way I can kind of keep track where I'm going to spend and how much I'm going to spend throughout the months of 2019. So that is the spending tracker. Let me look what else I had. So I have the weekly planning routine, block schedule, spending tracker, reoccurring tasks, gift ideas, and then this is the monthly overview. I used Cocoa Daisy stickers to cover up the days of the week as well as the dates. I used their icon stickers for different things. I used stamps to stamp in this stem, and then I used my pen to write in things that are going on throughout multiple days. I will be using the first 3 checkboxes here for my monthly goals, and this will be my brain dump for the month. Since December hasn't started yet, I haven't transferred or checked my brain dump for November and put it or transferred all the things that haven't been done yet or that I'm thinking of when I'm sitting down to reflect. Going to put them here, transfer those that are still current over here, and then I will put my 3 goals into December. I found that having 3 goals is just the right amount for me to get them done. These are things that are not on my monthly, daily things, like the memory keeping stuff and such is not on there. And so having all of these kinds of things already on my plate, I don't want to add anything else or big. So I have bake Christmas cookies because I really love them. I tend to just let them fall off because often Decembers are so busy, and so I really want to take the time and do this with my sons next month, so that's why it's there. And that's why what you can see what I mean by goals. These are special things I want to achieve during the month. I had been using a Muji pen for this in 0.38. The 0.5 is way too thick, but then I remembered that I have the Hobonichi pen for 2019, which has, I think, 0.38 tips, and it is very fine. I used it and I really like it, and I will definitely use it in here. So these are the pens that I'm probably going to use throughout the year for writing in this planner. I haven't done anything else to this planner yet regarding the monthly views, and I have started or set up this coming week the way, or actually exactly the way I have been doing it in this planner in here. So I added in just with the difference that there are times on there's a timeline here, and I can actually mark off the exact hours instead of just eyeball it in the other planner. I used my fountain pen, my Lamy fountain pen here, and it was way too thick, so I switched to this. This is my weekly to-do list. I will take items from here over to here. I will go through my weekly to-do list from last week on Sunday and transfer everything that hasn't been done over to here. I'm adding these time blocks or blocking these times for when I'm involved in a longer thing. When I'm just picking someone up or dropping someone off, I'm just writing this in here. I'm using this tracker here, tracking 2 things every week, which is I'm pinning things from the Coco Daisy blog to Pinterest. That's a little job that I do for Coco Daisy, and then I want to post to Instagram regularly, and I'm just checking off the days that I actually do that. This line I'm using for videos that go up on my YouTube channel. This line I'm using for the monthly planner challenge from Coco Daisy. So that's where this part goes in the future. And then this line, and since I haven't planned the dinners for next week yet, are usually our dinners that I pencil in, because I then can erase them if something changes. I didn't have my schedule for this week yet, so I haven't actually written it down yet. This is the 8th? No, this is a 3. Sorry for my hair. I was just confused here. This looks like an 8, but it's actually a 3. These stickers are from Happy Scrappy. I subscribed to their kit for just 2 months and decided that it was way too much for me, that I didn't need it, but I used the numbers up here just because I had them and it looks kind of cute. Whenever I have my work schedule, I will put it in if I have it. And then this is how I'm thinking I'm going to plan the coming year. Let's see how this changes over the months. I don't know how much I will share of this. I just wanted to share how I'm going to start, and I probably will check in every time something really changes, maybe if I'm not using this planner anymore, or if I'm just changing up how I'm using it, and I will let you know how things go throughout 2019. What I did do was a pen test, because I haven't written on this kind of paper. This is the Kokuyo Mio paper. It is very, very smooth, and I just wanted to see how the pens write on there, how quickly they dry, and what else did I want to do? If there's ghosting and bleed through. So I tried the Muji pen, a Sharpie pen, a pencil, the Coledo pens, Jetstream 0.7, Pentel Sign, Pilot Petite 3, a mild liner, a Tombow pen, a Pilot Kakuno fountain pen with diamine ink, and the Lamy Safari in fine with black ink, and then the Uni Jetstream in 0.3, and I made a dash and smeared over it to see which inks would smear right away. Then I let this dry and smeared again later. None of the inks smear once it's dry, but it takes a while for especially the gel ink to dry. The Sharpie pen didn't smear. Oh well, they all smeared. Let me hold it up and show you. The only pens that didn't smear was the Jetstream here and the pencil, obviously. As far as ghosting, and so what I did here, I just drew one line, and here I highlighted multiple times and overlapping the ink to see if that would result in bleed through. This is what the other side looks like, and the only thing that happened was the first start of writing with the Pilot Petite 3, that actually bled through really heavily. The rest is, this you could say is ghosting. What definitely will happen is that you will have, especially when you use, or when you're heavy-handed like me and you use a ballpoint pen, then you will have impressions, and I don't even know if this is showing. Let me see later if I cut this out or not, but this is it. You can definitely feel where I used a gel pen or a ballpoint pen, because it's kind of embossed there. I think that is all that I have to share right now. I have ordered a perfect fit cover from Foxy Fix, so I'm going to change into that leather cover as soon as it gets here. I hope it's not going to make the whole planner very heavy. I'm very surprised about the size. I was always under the impression that A5 or A5 Slim is way too big for me. This feels really tiny and compact, and I can't wait to start really digging in and using it. If you have any questions about this planner or the way I'm using it, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm happy to get back to you and answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye.